Which electric trike is best for passengers? Stick around. Hey everyone, I'm Dustin. I have nearly 20 years experience in the bike and e-bike industry. Today we're gonna answer the question, which e-trike is best for passengers? Now, before we get into it, hit that subscribe button below. Stay in touch with us here at 630. Be the first to know about all the new content we're putting out, giveaways we're doing, and of course, new product releases. All right, now before we get into it, all these e-trikes are linked in the description if you wanna check them out. So you can go there and find out more information about the specs and the price. Okay, so I've got 3 e-trikes here. Well, actually, little secret, I've got one quad. This is our any-terrain 4-wheel e-bike. This is our electric rickshaw, and this is our simple step-through fat tire e-trike. We're gonna bring out the version with the seat on the back, and you'll see how you can take passengers on that. Now, all of them have the ability to have a rear passenger seat. The 4-wheel any-terrain comes standard with a basket. You can buy the seat extra. The rickshaw comes with the seat. You can actually buy the basket extra, change that out. And the simple step-through fat tire comes with the basket. You can buy the seat extra as well. Now, if you are looking to bring passengers and you want to find what the best options are, you think 3 wheels or 4 wheels is better than a 2-wheel e-bike, I want to explain to you the differences in all 3 of these and what the pros and cons of each of them is for bringing passengers. So let's start down here with our 4-wheel any-terrain e-bike. Now, you could probably just tell by looking at it that the seat, excuse me, the seat on the any-terrain is quite a bit smaller than the seat on the rickshaw, and doesn't have quite the armrest, and currently there's no basket under the seat. So on this particular model, you can, let me go ahead and put the parking brake on here so we don't roll away while I sit here. Okay. All right. Okay. So if you see, with me sitting on here, it's not bad. And actually, we've done some other videos with the rider back here. Now, this 4-wheel e-bike wasn't designed for passengers in the way that the rickshaw was designed to be for passengers. We have given it the ability to put a seat on here. I'm 5'10". You can see, again, I can make it work, but the seat is not ultra big, not as comfortable as a rickshaw is gonna be. So my recommendation with the 4-wheel e-bike, you can put 1 adult passenger back here. I would think 1 is about the max on this seat. It's really a better idea for children back here. And you could fit, I would say, comfortably 2 kids, maybe up to 3 if they're very small, but 2 probably, or 2 definitely. And two kids back here will be just fine. But 1 adult max, and again, you're not gonna get as comfortable of a seat on this version as you are on the rickshaw. But if you are thinking about bringing children or an adult and you like the 4-wheel stability, this is a really good option. It is very stable with the tilting steering up front here. This is a 750 watt rear mount motor, so it's very powerful, and you have the hydraulic disc brakes as well for great stopping power. Also, it does come with front fenders. If you do have the seat on in the back, there will be no fenders. You can have the fenders on when you have the basket. So that's another thing to think about as well. So again, if you like the idea of 4 wheels and the stability of it, I will say that this is incredibly stable because of the special steering system it has on the front here and the way it leans and balances. It's truly amazing. All right, moving on to the rickshaw now. Again, this is designed, spec'd, and made with the idea of having passengers, but also trying to still keep a compact trike, right? We didn't want to make a traditional rickshaw because they start to get big and bulky, but the frame is extended. You do have this nice foot platform here. Now, I will say, I forgot, there is a foot platform here as well, but much smaller than the foot platform on the rickshaw. Now you can see when I sit here, I can lean, sorry, I'm sitting on the seatbelt here. I have much more distance between the seat and me. The other thing too is if you do want to fit a second passenger, you can fit a second passenger. Now, I'm 230 pounds. I have fit on here with another adult. Also, if your adult's under 200 pounds, you could fit 2 people side by side and the motor will be able to handle it no problem. We have 2 versions of this. One with the 1000 watt mid drive, and this one is the 750 watt front hub. So 2 options available. You can comfortably fit up to 3 children back here as well. It's a really nice, soft, cushioned seat. And you also have the seat belt as well with the storage under the seat also. And you can tell you have a higher backrest here and a wider seat. Again, adds to the comfort level completely. I'm actually gonna grab my tape measure and then I'm gonna measure these 2 so we can also compare the seats. All right, so just to compare the seats here, the width of the 4-wheel, the ETrikes seat is 25.5 inches and the depth is 11 inches. And the height is 12 inches on the backrest. So moving on to the rickshaw, the width of the seat is 27.5 inches. So you get about 2.5 inches more, and the depth is 13 inches, and the height is 15.5 inches. So you get a lot more cushy. Not only that, it's a cushier seat, but a lot more room. At 2.5 inches actually makes a big difference. And then here on your footrest as well, the ETrikes, the footrest is it's 11 inches wide at the most width, at the widest part, and it's 9 because it kind of slopes and gets narrower. And then front to back, it's 9 inches. Now on the rickshaw, you've got front to back 11 inches, and the width is 18 3/4 inches. So much larger foot plate as well. So again, more suited for bigger passengers. Also more passengers. Now, if we make our way to the simple step through fat tire, this seat actually can be mounted forward or backward. And let me go ahead and move this because I don't know if you can see. The seat, the footrest is actually built into the seat. You can see right here. So in terms of the seat, it's actually a pretty decent size. Let me give you the width here. So the width is 26 inches. So a little bit bigger than the ETrikes, but smaller than the rickshaw. And front to back, it's 12 inches. And the height is 13 inches. So let me go ahead and turn this all the way around for you here. Probably help if I took my parking brakes off. There we go. All right. So now, again, probably good for 1 adult, maybe 2 small adults. Kids, great option. Now your footrest is right here, and that is going to be about 15 inches wide by 7 inches. So it's a much smaller footrest. Now again, facing this way, it's kind of nice because you're not, you know, right up against the rider. But again, this seat's pretty much good for about 1 adult, maybe 2 smaller adults. Again, I'm a little bit of a bigger guy, or about 2, maybe 3 kids as well. So you can see the differences in all 3 of these. Now this does have the under seat storage as well. So if you want that extra storage, the basket, that is available on the simple step through fat tire. Let me go ahead and park this. So in comparison and the full rundown here, if, get these brakes on here, there we go. If you plan to take adult passengers or passengers over 120 pounds, I recommend the rickshaw. If you want to do a single passenger, you can opt for any 3 of them. But again, this is my choice. For kids, all three of them will work pretty well. The rickshaw is going to be the most comfortable with the best seat. But these two are also great options as well. And again, if you're buying it for yourself as your trike, you know, or quad for that matter, you may want to opt for these, but you have the option to buy the seat later if that's something you think you want to add on. Now the rickshaw as well, if you want to bring passengers, you can also get a basket as an option later. The other thing I didn't mention is you do have the hitch attachment on the rickshaw as well, where you can actually attach a second row of seating or an additional trail along cargo basket trailer. So the rickshaw really is built to have passengers, and then you can also have that cargo on the back as well. So any other questions at all, please comment below or reach out to us, the team at sixthreezero.com, or call us 310-982-2877. Don't forget, all three are linked in the description. If you, well, I already said if you have any other questions, don't forget, we offer a 30-day test ride your e-trike policy. If you don't love it in the first 30 days, send it back. No questions asked, no money out of your pocket. In addition to that, we're going to warranty everything for 1 year. Anything goes wrong in the first year, we take care of it, parts and labor. And lastly, join our community. We have a Facebook group called 630 Peddlers. There's thousands of members in the group. Join the group before you purchase to talk to existing riders to ensure you're making the right choice. Then when you have yours, post in the group, make friends, and finally download our app to track your rides and compete on the leaderboard. So thanks for sticking around, and don't forget, it's your journey, your experience. Enjoy the ride.